Up is a friend of mine. She's a seasoned comedian, and she's also from Canada. So your universal translator is under your seat. If you need it, put it into your ear. She is Ms. Rose Giles.
Hi, everybody. How are you doing? Huh? You having a good time? Give it up for John. All these great comics. Yeah, I'm your token international comic this evening, all the way from Toronto. But I'm excited to be here. This is my first time being in New York City as a 40-year-old. Yeah, give it up for 40. Woo! Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it's a really interesting age. 40, you're really young, and you're really old. Right? This is why a lot of people, I think, kind of lose their minds, right? Well, yeah, it was good. I turned 40. I had a nice birthday. I went out. I had drinks. And then I woke up the next day, and I couldn't move. Oh, my God. And, cut to a week later, I'm addicted to weed, wine, and Robaxacet. Huh? You do have Robaxacet here in the U.S., right? That lovely drug of choice at the grocery store. $20. Closest thing to Percocet you're gonna find. Huh? No, we are more laid back in Canada. Yeah. We are more relaxed in Canada, obviously. We're all taking Robaxacet all the time. Yeah, no. Another good thing about being 40 is I got a new boyfriend. So, it's going really well. It's good to have, it makes you feel good and it's going well. And it's like, I'll bring him home, meet the family. So, I had him home for dinner and my husband was pissed. Huh? My son liked him though. Yeah, oh yeah, my son loved him. No, it's like mixed messages, right? Like, I've been married for 13 years. Okay, that's a long time. My husband's name's Skinny, and, it is Skinny. And he turned 40 a few years, it's like 40, the expression 40 is the new 30, right? Right? Woo! Which is a lot of pressure, okay? You're cruising through your 30s, you go to bed one night, and you wake up a decade younger, okay? That's a lot of pressure, right? And I'm feeling that pressure, which is why I have hot lips on my snatch and on my ass. When my husband went, 40 is the new 20. Thank you. 40 is the new 20. Sluttiest days of his life. Right back there, right? And as I said, we've been together a long time, so I knew he was a slut, okay, when I married him. Who wants to marry a virgin? Nobody. But yeah, he's like, it started with little things with him, Like, he turned 40 and, like, Maxim magazine shows up. I'm like, what's with the respectable smut, Skinny? These women aren't even naked. Give me something to look at. God. And then, like, one morning over, coffee, I say to Skinny, I'm like, Skinny, I'm gonna do stand-up for the first time, and I'm gonna do it at the Hot Box, little club. He doesn't even look at me. He's like, oh, you'll be the hot box in the hot box. And I'm like, oh no, I am not stripping again, okay? Surgical scars, they don't go over well. Well, maybe in New Jersey. No, but yeah, and then, another morning he says to me, he's like, hey, honey, are you on ashleymadison.com? You guys know what that is? Yeah, a website for sluts. And I looked at him and I said, are you on ashleymadison.com? Because with our luck, we'll both be on it, and who will we find? Each other, right? Yeah. But yeah, 40's fun. I mean, you go through all these trippy things. Like, my girlfriends are going through all these weird things. Like, one of them says to me, if my husband, anything ever happened to Marty, I'd never be with another man. I'm like, you're not even 40. She's like, oh no, I love him. I'm like, okay, well, what part of till death do you not understand? Right? It's your, like, get out of jail free card. Right? You can make out with a silver-haired fox at the Whole Foods kitchen and people will be happy for you. Right? And she's like, no, I'd never do that. And I'm like, okay, forget about you. What about your friend Vagina? Huh? She dead too? And then literally I was like, I'm just gonna get a dog. Okay. That's disgusting. All bet one that doesn't have a peanut butter allergy, right? Woo! No, seriously. Widows and dogs. Check your local parks. Got some big ones here. Whoa. But seriously, I mean, when you marry a slut like I did, you know what happens? You end up having kids that are sluts. Okay? My little daughter, Josephine, 2 years old, she just came gyrating out of my womb, and it hasn't stopped. We're like, is this normal? Apparently so. I don't even need a babysitter. Just throw a doll in the corner. She's like busy for hours and hours and hours. It's great for dinner parties. It's like, you go, girl. That's good form. You take God's gifts and make them perfect. We will not have a woman who just lays there in our family. Huh? And then my little son Wolf's like, oh, she's on my leg again. She's on my leg again. I'm like, just kick her off. Take her to the park. See, we got you a sister and a dog. Huh? Yeah. No, but don't let him fool you. He's no better. I say to him, oh, your little friend and Jake and SK has a girlfriend. That's really sweet. Do you have a girlfriend? Wolf. Is his name Wolf? And he says, Mom, my penis is my girlfriend. Woo, woo. And I said, you might want to rethink that. Because as your mother, you are never to beat your girlfriend. Do you understand? Okay, I like that one. Oh, I said him, no, you're not to do, no whacking either, none of that. Nothing. But yeah, I don't know what else to say about my slutty little kids. The two of us are laying in bed one night, my husband and I, in the morning, and we're laying there, and we hear from the other room, Mommy, I've got a Woody. And I'm like, oh. Why don't you play with that for a few hours? Let it sleep. And then I go, in fact, pretend it's a lollipop. My husband's like, don't say that. You're going to turn him into Ron Jeremy. But I'll leave you with this. The four of us in our truck in Dundas Square, which is like Times Square of Toronto. We're in our truck and we're driving along, and my son's like, Mom, look at that girl. Look at that girl. And I go, what girl? And he goes, look up. And I look up, and there's a skyscraper-size Eva Mendes, black Calvin Klein, come fuck me, sexy hot. I'm like, oh, her? And he's like, yeah, Mom. She's like you, only way, way better. Huh? And then he high-fives my husband. Anyway, thank you very much, you guys. It's been amazing.
Ms. Rose Giles.